Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so excited that you have been a part of our Because You Asked series. This is where we answer some of your questions that you guys might have about our program. We're going to be going inside just a minute to sit down with our executive director and pastor, Paul Pruitt, and he's going to be tackling the questions that you guys have. As always, we thank you so much for liking us on Facebook. Thank you for liking us on YouTube. If you have not done that, please do so. You can go to our Facebook page, just search Bethel Colony of Mercy. You can also go on YouTube and search us there, and you can find these videos that will be linked there, also linked within our Facebook. If you're looking to sow into our ministry, you can do so at bethelcolony.org. You also can go at Facebook and sow there as well. We're so glad that you're a part of this. Come inside, let's sit down, let's talk a little bit, and let's go over some of these questions that you guys might have. Hey everyone, thank you again for joining us today. This is our Because You Asked series, tackling questions you guys might have each and every week. Thank you again for joining us here on this video. Today we're going to be shifting gears a little bit, Pastor Pruitt, kind of getting away from the addiction side, that part of it, but we're looking at something that happens here every year at Bethel Colony. We have an event that comes up, and we always tell guys to come back, make sure they're coming back and seeing us. This is the perfect opportunity time to do that. So I want you to tap into what that day is all about. And so it's about homecoming. Yeah. So what is homecoming at Bethel? We're going to do this in two parts in this question. But what is homecoming at Bethel, and what can you expect at homecoming here at Bethel?
Homecoming is one of the greatest times of the year here at Bethel Colony. It's a time when people through all the ages have come back and celebrating. Those who are not familiar with homecoming, only homecoming they may be used to is high school or maybe a church homecoming. And some of the same type of emphasis, those who have gone through the program, whether it be from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, whatever century you fall in, people come back and just want to celebrate what God's done here at Bethel Colony. You think about it, your life was wrecked, your family was wrecked, and you come to this place that you didn't know what was going to go on and didn't know if there was any hope, and God meets you in this place called Bethel, a house of God, and radically, where it was no hope, he fills it full of hope. Man. Where there was no life, he fills it full of life. Where it seemed like there was no reconciliation, God puts it back better than we ever thought he could. Mm-hmm. What we thought was shattered, he made it look like it was brand new. Mm-hmm. And when you've met God, sort of like Jacob, when that name Bethel came in the Bible there, and have that dream, and he set up a memorial. Mm-hmm. And so this is a memorial time for many who come through Bethel. And it's exciting when you come. You get to see people who you went through the program with, people that you may not even know went through the program, but you've known them from your hometown, everything, and you make the connection there, and it's just good to celebrate. And some of the things to expect during homecoming is the first part is we have a sing and praise time there. Anybody who's come to Bethel, when you lost that song, or the only thing you ever knew how to sing was worldly songs, but you get that new song in your heart there. You want to rejoice in the Lord. So we have a great singing time. This year we have Todd and Dana Howerton coming to lead worship with their praise team here at Bethel, and we're going to just have a good hour of praise and worship. After that, we take just a little recess, and then we come back and do what we call roll call. And that is one of the most energizing times, because they come up on stage and just talk about how good God is and what they've done in their life, and you see their family, and you see God took them from this point when they came here in 1990, and here they are coming back in 2018, and just saying what God's done for almost the last 20 years in their life or more. So it's exciting, and sometimes we hear up to 30-some testimonies at one time, coming back to back, to the point I got to keep a little bail. If not, they would go over and over, because they're just excited about what God's doing. But we want to be able to give give others opportunity. After that, we provide a wonderful meal. No need to go out to eat, because what you could get here for the meal, you couldn't pick up at the local restaurant anyway. So we have a wonderful meal, time of fellowship there. Usually we're feeding usually 300 and some plus people for our meal. And after that, then we come back, and the current men in the program will come and sing and share 2 or 3 songs that we've been practicing and working on, and you're a part of leading all that up there. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so they celebrate, and then we have the evangelist this year. Dr. Billy Martin will be preaching to us on homecoming. He's been with us in previous years there. Dr. Martin is a former professor, pastor, and has been serving in evangelism for years now. Many in our area know of him. And then after his message there, then we'll break. That's usually, somewhere around 2, 3 o'clock there. And then the following week, from Monday on, Dr. Martin is going to stay with us all week long and have Bible conference from morning at 9 a.m., evening at 7 p.m. And I hope you stay in town and consider being here, because you're welcome to come to all those services. It's like a double revival, because we get morning and evening dose of it there. So it's exciting. We're excited about it.
Yeah, I know that one of the things, Pastor Pruitt, is that we are we're wanting to get a head count and figure out how many that are actually going to be coming this year. It being our 70 years of celebrating here at Bethel Colony, and what God has done for many, many men over the years. So if you would, please reach out to us as we move forward with this event. And we're trying to get the preparation down to the amount of chicken to whatever it is we're feeding them. So we've got to know that. If you would, please let us know. Make sure that you're going and you're commenting below, letting us know if you're going to be able to make it. Also, I think in our newsletter this coming month is actually some information in there too. You can send back to us letting us know that, hey, my family's going to be there, so count us in. Another thing that you need to make sure of is preparation if you're going to be staying in the area. If we have a lot of people that's coming in to be a part of the service on that day, you're going to make preparation for where your accommodations of living for that evening or week or whatever it may be is going to be. So I do know that there is limited hotel space here in the Lenore area. So make sure that you guys are lining that up before you get here. As always,
I'd point out too that a lot of times if you mention that you're coming to Bethel, they tend to give a discount there. The local hotels.
They will. Local hotels here in Lenore will do that. So make sure you're sharing this. Share this with those, your brothers that you might have went through this program with, letting them, reminding them, hey, homecoming's coming up. One thing you didn't mention was also every Saturday before homecoming, we have the golf tournament.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to be a part of that golf tournament, put a team together, call our office here at Bethel Colony. We'll have the number listed below that you can call, and make sure you reach out to Miss Kathy Lawson. She will make that preparation for your tournament, for your team. So make sure you're sharing this with everybody. Make sure they see this. Make sure we want this out there. We want this getting back to everybody who's went through this program, families who have had family members go through this program. We'd love to see you guys and just hear what God's doing in your life. So make sure you're sharing this, guys, and thank you again for joining us today.